Morning folks. I'll try and be quick with this one because the power's off, having new fuse board fitted and some electrical work done prior to this new shower room going in. I'm trying to find I'm always trying to find something because I work in such a muddle. I want my number, I think I've got number 9. But number 9, oh, here it is. Yeah. This is, it's a number 10. It's a number 10 short flat. I think that's a bright. There's more than one at the moment with all the noise going on. This is going on for quite a few days. There's quite a lot to do. It's knocking a toilet, WC small room into the bathroom. We got rid of the bath and it's all in one now. Waiting for this double shower basement of tray to go in. But that can't be done until the electrics are done, and then that can't be done until the plastering's done, and then the plumbing, and then the final fix. This is just an MDF offcut. I've primed it on the smooth side, but I've given it 2 coats of primer, and it's got a nice tooth, so I might swap sides now. The brushes. Somebody asked me about brushes, what brushes I use. Well, it doesn't really matter what I use because I use all different brushes at any time, whatever's handy. But for the sake of explanation, I've got this short flat, or bright, got a slight curve on it. I prefer flat brushes, but I bought these from the range when they were selling a lot of good quality art material, but they don't now. So there's that one, that's a number 10. I've got number 8. These are graduate Data Roundy brushes. Very, very good bristles. Super brushes, but I'm trying to do this in one go. This is one of the brushes I use for my stippling. Look, it's a worn out brush, very cheap brush. Bought 15 of them in a pack. But they do wonderful things, but they don't do masterpieces. You can't get any detail with them. We don't want detail. We can create the illusion, but I might not use this. I'm just going to try to paint with the one brush and be more bold. Just to use this 12 by just under 6 inches long. So don't throw your offcuts away if you're using MDF. Save them because they'll come in handy. I haven't got a frame for this, so I'm just using them up. Sorry about the noise, but at least I've got a radio blaring. So that's a lovely brush. That's a number 12. It's a Chinese brush, but when China made, or we imported some really good quality brushes, and that's one of them. Plenty of hairs, it's never let me down. Use a rigger for fine work, but I don't want to use any rigger today. So it's just going to be a made up painting, sky, a bit of landscape and a bit of foreground by way of a tutorial really. So put those brushes aside so I won't be tempted to use them. Got my tea, my cup of tea, nice cup of tea, we have to make for a while. The electricians have got to go under the kitchen floor without taking the floor up. That's going to be a bit of a challenge, but they're highly competent. Right, okay, so let's, I've got a bit of liquid here. I quite like this. I inherited this with all these oil paint, or a lot of the oil paints, acrylic paints, watercolours, palettes. I've got Data Roundy acrylic for acrylics and oil papers. They're about 12 inches by 9. I did very well from a friend, and some canvases. I don't know where they are for the moment. I'm not a lover of painting on canvas because I do produce a lot of work, and I've got thousands of paintings here. Some wrapped up in the loft above this loft room, and others at various places around this room, a bookcase, and so it goes. And canvas just takes up too much room. But MDF is a lovely surface to work on anyway, or hardboard if you've got hardboard. But the MDF, 3mm thick MDF, is ideal, it's light and it's tough. Right, okay, here we go. So a bit of liquid, let's go a bit of blue mix with a bit of it's going to be about broad strokes. I haven't got a mount for this. Oh, I might have to go and draw the curtain. Hold on, draw the curtain, pull the blind down. Just to keep, sorry sun, but you're shining on my picture. And the camera will make the adjustment. I hope it's all on automatic. Drinking my tea. I'm recording this on a 32 gigabyte, whatever it is. GB, yeah, SanDisk 32. It's got a lot of memory on it. Right, we'll put in some, let's try that, clean that. So I don't use any white spirit these days, or brush cleaner as I go. Paraffin, which is called kerosene, which is a very, very good brush cleaner because it keeps the bristles nice and flexible and soft. White spirit tends to make them brittle. But I clean these in washing up liquid, good quality washing up liquid, because the oil just falls out of the brush. And same goes if you get it on your trousers or clothes. Provided it's a bit soft, you can rejuvenate the oil stained jeans. Right, let's have a bit of burnt sienna, bit of white. Let's just, we can model this in a minute. I'll put some impasto on. Burnt sienna is very good for clouds. Let's come up here. Lump of white. Right, that'll do, just a bit up here. That hopefully will go tacky in a while. And it will take more paint. Now we want to put some trees in there. Now background tree. Oh, well, I'm going to use Payne's Grey for background. Let's can put a bit of blue in that. Oh, we don't want that. Put a bit of rogue burnt sienna on there. Just trees going across the horizon. No detail, just a nice row of trees. A bit of a bumpy surface there, or horizon. Got much more to do in the sky, so let's put in some foreground greens now. You can mix your greens with the primaries, the red, yellow and blue, or you can shortcut it by using Payne's Grey and the cad yellow. Pale, makes lovely greens. Just put a field in, nice and light. Quite a way away from the range of trees. I'm not going to do much more than this because there's so much going on here. A bit of light in there. A bit of ochre. Ochre is very, very good. Yellow ochre. You always seem to get, if you look at a field of grass, you'll find that there's a lot of yellow ochre in it. Oh, let's just put in some little bit of here and there. My poor house. I wish this. I should have bought a long flat really. Number 10 is fine. I've got a number. This one's a number 12. But the other number 12 I've got is. Oh, this is a number 10. This is a lovely brush. This is the Winston Winton range. Winton long flat. It costs quite a bit of money actually. So if you want to contribute to the cost of all this, feel free to go on Patreon. We've enjoyed some others there, or donation via PayPal. It all helps. Promise it won't go towards the bathroom or shower room. We've got rid of the bath. To be quite honest, I was getting a bit too stiff to get out of the old bath. Did the did the bike ride yesterday, which was quite fun. Cold start, but me and my palette. There used to be 6 of us. We were down 2 yesterday. Right, sorry about the noise. Vary these sort of shapes and all this. I could put a bush in, but I really want just some just bits of information. Just leave the viewer to sort out the what it is. Right, a dark green. I want a bit of a use water brush. I might even put a pond in there. Right, I'm struggling to clean this brush. It's getting the paint out of where the bristles meet the ferrule. That's the ferrule, the metal bit. Because that's where you get a build up of paint in there, and then eventually the brush splits. So you have to be very diligent with your brushes. Now I want to bring some of that lighter stuff, cloud down here. Let's I don't like the brush stroke there. Okay, that's nearly done, you know. I'll put some darker blue in, I think. That'll probably mix with the paint spray that's in the brush. Bit blending. not too much. We want some impasto. Need some more of that blue. To darken some of that. Just use up the paint with gay abandon. And then just a little bit more impasto there. Okay, well, so it's a simple one. Oh, just a little bit of modelling in here. Just a bit showing through there. So sort of like a tree and brush tutorial. Don't brush out your nice marks too much when you do this. Keep it nice and thick. Okay, well there we are. We've got a sort of painting. I've added just a bit of I put in these bits of yellow ochre and yellow, cave yellow, pale, just to add some information to these trees here. So they're not entirely Payne's grey black. But there we are. So there's just one to be go. Very simple one. I'll probably get a load of thumbs down for this one, but I think I'm under a bit of duress here with this everything going on and the bill going up. Half expected that we'd have to pay for a new fuse board, but the wiring is just about past its test, so it's 40 years old. Right, okay, well there we go. Oh, I was going to put a pond in, wasn't I? It's, white, must be white. White. Touch of the liquid.
Sorry, Dave, is there a toilet?
Yeah, just there.
Can I just borrow it?
Yeah, of course. That's our electrician. He's the father of the guy that's doing the conversion. Really, really good. Right, pond. Bit of blue, bit of sky colour. Picking up too much of that burnt sienna. I'll just put a bit of an edge to that. Just coming down there with a bit of shadow. bit of a shrubby colour up here. That just about shows now. So there we are, one brush painting. Could put a bit of blue in, I suppose, just to show winning. There's a little bit of blue in there. So there's a sort of pond. Not quite so sure about that. See, one brush, it's quite tricky. You're trying to get it to do what a heavier or a lighter brush would do. Don't fiddle. Mixing the yellow with the ochre. Ooh, don't want to repeat yourself. Alright, well, I think we'll let that go. Alright, well, it's a bit of nothing really, but it's just showing the brushes I use and one brush painting. Don't fiddle. Touch those edges, just to a bit of light coming on them. Well, there we are. Just a simple meadow, really. I'm going to go and clean the brushes now. Right, that's it. That's it for today, because as I said, there's so much going on here. Thanks for watching, folks. Bye bye.